Hello, Seeker, and welcome to the Sword of Truth podcast, the chapter-by-chapter reread of the Sword of Truth series with some controlling craft beer on the side. I'm Nate, and I'm here with Jade and Aaron, and today we are going to be sneaking our way through chapter 53 of Temple of the Winds.
I don't hate it.
Sneaky.
I'm not good at the sneaking.
No?
Like, I am in video games. And I think it's because I know I'm not in real life. So I, have to be good at it in video games.
All you have to do is press the right bumper and walk slow, and you make no noise.
That's why I'm so good at it in video games.
I'm like the opposite. I can be good at it in real life, but in video games, my anxiety gets me.
You're good at sneaking up on me when I'm starting to fall asleep, because I'll be laying somewhere and then I'll open my eyes and Jade will be 6 inches from me, just staring at me, yeah.
Now, Jade, I truly do mean this with zero disrespect. But I do have a feeling, Nate, that probably most people are good at sneaking up onto you when you're sleepy. I got a feeling that might not be just Jade and Jade alone.
I sleep heavy, so yeah.
I don't know. I like to take it as a me thing.
All right. Well, let's get into chapter 53.
Let's do it.
So this chapter opens with Verna and Warren dragging a flailing woman back into the darkness.
Wow.
Yeah.
As you do.
Yeah. Warren holds her mouth and her magic because his gift is clearly superior. While Verna lights a flame to show Sister Janet, this is the flailing woman, who they are.
So, just quick point of information. Has it been established before this moment right now in the chapter that male wizards are just stronger?
No.
I don't.
Well, yeah.
I think it has.
Has it?
But
Okay.
I don't think it's been put so plainly to where... Because right now it seems like any male wizard, even if it is your first day of training, would be more powerful than a sorceress, which can't be true. Because at the Palace of the Prophets, they are literally training wizards. And they have the collars.
They're chained
Yeah.
up.
They have to have
true.
their collars on.
Okay.
See, I thought that was just for training purposes, though, for the purpose of control.
But also,
I didn't necessarily think that was just a strength issue.
But also, if they are Sisters of the Dark, it's not true.
Well, yeah, because they have both sides.
Well, and they may have the gift of a wizard.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I just
sucked it out of it.
Yeah, I didn't know if it, maybe it was just that it had never been stated quite that bluntly. Because I was like, this feels like new information to me.
Also, Warren is sick right now. Like in the last chapter,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was sick in the last
deathly
chapter.
ill.
Yeah,
and in this, I'm just gonna bring this up right now before we get into it. Nowhere in this chapter is that mentioned.
No,
Warren just does his thing, and we don't mention the fact that he is very, very ill right now.
Now, Richard, because it's the headaches that are making him sick. And so,
right.
Richard went in and out of, but Richard's also super buff, awesome man. So I would assume most other people can't do that. But
Yeah.
maybe it's just, maybe the headache is ebbing.
Well,
right
I
now.
was gonna say maybe it's just that headache hits Warren harder than it hit Richard, but it's still the same time frame.
Yeah.
Type thing. That's right. I forgot with Richard it would go in and out.
Yeah.
It wasn't a constant thing. So yeah, maybe the last chapter was an episode.
But he was very sick
Of
last
Warren's.
time I did.
Yeah, very sick. And now he's holding this woman still and using his gift to hold on to her gift.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
We did see him in the chapter reach up and point his finger to his ear and say, the eagle has been captured. I'm on my way back with her.
That's right. Well, holding Adakra out of sight, Verna says as long as she's quiet, they'll let her go. She agrees, Warren lets go, and she immediately hugs Verna and sobs.
As you do.
We've heard about Sister Janet before. This is the crazy sister, right? She's been locked up for a long fucking time.
No.
No? Do I have the wrong person?
Simone was the crazy one.
Simone was the crazy one. Okay.
I also knew that.
Janet was one of Verna's original childhood friends.
Yes. A group of friends who we talk a little bit more about, I think, later in this chapter.
Yes.
There's like the core group.
Yes.
The Fatal Five.
Okay, so Verna is still holding the Dakra behind Janet's back because while this is all very bittersweet, she still has to be 100% sure that Janet's not a Sister of the Dark.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to wait long, though, because Janet kisses her ring finger, which, as we all know, is something a Sister of the Dark cannot do.
Yeah.
It invokes the Keeper's wrath, and then they're in trouble, and that's just not good for them.
Yeah. Well, that's
So-
like biting your thumb at someone. Like, you just don't do that.
Wow. I bite my thumb at thee.
I appreciated how seriously you took my statement
Well, I was like,
for the duration
you're
that
not
you did.
wrong.
You were sitting there going, oh, he's contributing something smart here.
Yeah.
Wait, no, he's not.
No.
He's just fucking around again. No.
Fucking around.
Well, Verna is relieved to see that she had kissed her ring finger. And, I mean, it does say that she was reasonably sure
Yeah.
she was already still legit, but she was just happy to see that she was, in fact, still a Sister of the Light.
Yeah.
And so the Dakra gets put back up her sleeve. No need for that.
Yeah. You never even had to see it. I was definitely not ready to kill you.
Yeah. It wasn't a shing. It was a shwoop.
Shwoop.
Shwoop. There it is.
Well, Verna tells Janet that they are here to rescue her. And Janet wants to know if the prelate knows about this. At first, I thought this was weird, but I think this is Janet just being cautious of Verna and Warren as well. Like, hey, does the one person we know is a Sister of the Light? Does she know that you're here right now? Or are you rogue sister and wizard just coming to kill me?
Well, yeah, I'm unless I'm mistaken. So was Janet at the palace like after Warren was not necessarily as shy, like he would have been more outgoing and going around? Because like to me, if I was Janet, I would be like, what the fuck is Warren doing outside?
You brought the bookkeeper?
He's never left the library and now he's outside?
No, I don't think it would have been before because Verna was oh no. Warren started coming out of his hiding while Richard was there.
While Richard was there and Janet knew Richard.
Yeah,
so
and that was
so he
before.
was okay. So yeah, but I was just like, that would have been the first thing that threw me off. Would have been like, oh, Verna, nice to see you. The fuck's Warren doing here?
No, she saw him butterfly. He's okay.
What confused me is that I thought that I just forgot that Janet had left.
Yeah.
Before that.
Yeah.
All happened.
So this is when Verna reveals to Janet that she is actually the prelate. So, yeah, she's aware.
I don't know if you've heard, but I'm the prelate now.
I'm the boss.
Check the ring. Well, Janet drops to the ground and starts kissing Verna's feet and asking rapid-fire questions, but they don't have time for that shit right now. We have to go.
Yeah, this is not the office water cooler.
Yeah.
We should leave.
Escape mission.
Want to kiss my feet later, though? Like after we're out of here.
No. Yeah, hold on.
I could definitely use a
That's
foot
not
rub.
the problem. That
Right.
part, not the problem. Location is what we need to discuss on the road.
She goes on to explain that because of what they did to get in here, by the way, still don't know what the fuck that is.
I'm assuming Time Turner.
I suppose that could be it. They only have a short window to get the fuck back out of here. And Warren can't hold whatever spell he's casting forever. They have to leave now.
So it's probably some kind of like mirror bullshit that's like
Oh,
you can't see
yeah.
us underneath the invisibility
yeah, that
cloak.
could be.
Like taking the picture and then
Yeah.
putting that on the camera.
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah.
And also, I mean, this does kind of tie into Warren not really being sick. he might be, because this might be something that he could have been able to cast for a long time.
Easily, yeah.
But because he's not feeling good, this is not the easiest thing for him to do.
Yeah.
We already know he's having fits of magic because of the headaches and stuff like that. So, yeah, this all tracks. So Janet says that she would love to leave with them. Obviously, she's a slave. That's not great. But she can't. Jagang would definitely... because Jagang would definitely find out, and they don't even know. They don't even know the things that Jagang will do to torture her if she tries to escape.
Yeah, but if we, get you
No.
out...
You guys don't even get it. Is repeated.
Okay, but hold on.
A lot.
No, but real quick. But if we leave now...
You won't be here.
Yeah, that won't happen.
To be tortured.
But from her point of view, Jagang is in her brain.
Yeah.
So as
Yes.
of right now, Jagang already knows that they are here and could be on his way.
Yeah.
Potentially,
Which
yeah.
is terrifying.
That is what they should be thinking, which does go to Verna's point, which is an interesting point I'm going to bring up later, that they need to get the fuck out.
Yeah, they need to
Get
leave
out.
immediately.
Yeah.
Well, Verna explains how Richard is the new Lord Rawl and how his ancestor created a magic to protect them from the Dreamwalkers, like specifically from the Dreamwalkers. And it's in the form of a devotion. All you need to do is accept Richard Christ into your heart, and you will be freed from Jagang's control forever. I know I made a little bit of a joke there, but that's essentially what it is.
So Janet needs to become a born-again Daharan.
He's a Rawlian.
A Rawlian.
Rawlian.
Born-again Rawlian.
Yeah.
It's not wrong. You pray to
Addiction?
Richard, he keeps you safe from the bad magics, and you're golden.
Diction? Trying to make Dick and Christian become a word. Not there yet. Keep going.
Okay. Well, even though Janet thinks that this might just be too good to be true, she lets Verna guide her through the devotion, and with that, she's free. It is kind of like, look, we know in this book series that this is legit. She does the devotion. If she means it, which we're reasonably sure that Janet would, she is actually protected from the Dreamwalkers. But, sometimes they're like, all you got to do is, give me some money and the aliens won't bother you anymore. And you're like, okay, here's $50. And they're like, ooh, they won't bother you anymore. And that's that.
Scooby-Doo, wobbity-boobity.
Yeah, it felt
you're
like
good.
that. There's no glow. There's no rush of air. It's just and boom, Jagang can't fuck with you
Just
anymore.
slap him upside the head, and you're good.
Now, the good thing is that they kind of are coming here with proof, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We aren't caught, okay?
Yeah. How are we free?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does say, I'm the prelate. Don't you think Jagang would try and get me if he could? But he can't because we've done this thing.
He's not in my brain, so I can do some wily shit like this. Right?
Yeah, it is kind of fun. Now that you mention that, she's like, how did you guys get in here? Because everybody that's gifted here is being controlled by Jagang. And they're like, just the simple fact that they're there kind of proves that they can go against Jagang and he can't control them because they wouldn't have been able to do this otherwise.
Right.
And it's a good thing Janet hasn't been there longer, because this is also something I feel like we see a lot in literature of, if Janet had been there and been tortured for a little too long, this is exactly the kind of shit that Jagang would try to do to trap people into thinking they could escape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At some point as a prisoner / torturee, I'm pretty sure paranoia sets in.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone's out to get you.
Here, I'll help you escape. You run around the corner, and he's sitting right there with a stopwatch. Be like, wow, you broke way faster than I thought you were going to.
Yeah.
I am going to enjoy torturing you.
Yeah, so it's a good thing we weren't at that point, 'cause that would have also been bad.
Or that weird scene in the Legend of the Seeker TV show where the other prisoner, Richard's like, I will help you leave instead of me because I'm trying to be a sacrificial, here, you go. And then it turns
that's
out
right.
that he was just You was just punking him.
He was just fucking. He just leaves him.
Yeah.
Hey, look up there. You got punked.
See the camera right there?
Hey, you got dicked.
Yeah.
We're
And 1, 2, 3. Nate's out.
Damn it.
He's down for the count.
You got dicked is really good.
Hey, look into the camera. You got dicked.
Well, she grabs Janet's arm and heads for the door, but Janet wants to know about the other sisters.
Bitch, worry about yourself. Right?
Verna's got her covered. She says, look, we already have Phoebe, and you are the last one that we're here for. And we can come back later for everybody else, but they have to leave right now.
Yep.
Yes.
Sounds reasonable. Okay.
Grab her arm and take her.
Cool.
Yeah.
By force,
You
like you
remember how-
did into the tent.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Mouth overhand, let's go.
You remember how you were telling us that we don't even understand all the bad stuff Jagang is going to do? You don't even understand how badly we need to not be here
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
You don't understand how badly? I don't want to know that.
This is fucking important. Listen to me.
Jesus. We know you're good. Let's fucking go. You're good? You know you're good. Fucking.
You would like to see this be the scene in the movie where one character slaps the other one just to get them to focus up. But the character 2 is not upset because they're like, oh, yeah, no shit.
You're
okay.
right. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Got
Let's
you.
go.
Yeah, you want that to be the case so badly, but it's not.
So not the scene in Airplane where they form a line to smack this woman that's going crazy.
No.
Okay.
Janet tells them that Jagang has killed Christabel.
Oh damn.
Oh.
Well, that's a 180.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Christabel, if you don't remember, was Verna's best friend for like 150 years. So this is a really big deal.
Yeah.
I think Janet is trying to display for Verna how powerful Jagang is and what he's been doing, and just to make him the big bad, so maybe Verna will understand why she can't leave.
I just think, okay, couple things. Number one, I understand where Janet's coming from, but also, like, I get it. That's why I'm here, to get you out of here, 'cause bad, right?
Yes, because bad.
And also, like, cool, that's really sad about Christabel, but that bitch was a sister of the dark, okay? Like, before any of this was even happening, she was like, I will go down on the Keeper for whatever he wants, so that he can kill all of us.
Yeah.
He wanted all of it. Janet,
Yeah.
she wanted you dead. So, fuck Christabel. Fuck all of this. We're leaving.
Yeah, now is not the best time to bring that up. Like,
Yeah.
I get why, they were friends for a long time, and Verna doesn't want to know the details about the death, because even if
Yeah.
she did turn bad and wanted to kill all of the Sisters of the Light, Verna included, there was a time that they were friends, and I think Verna wants to hang on to that.
Yeah, and that's sad. Yeah.
It is sad.
But
also, and you can't stop being a sister of the dark.
Right?
No.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, cool, I've already grieved her. Like, she's already a sister
Yeah.
of the dark. So we're
Yeah.
done. We're
Yeah.
past that.
Yeah. She literally wanted us all to die
Yeah.
so that the Keeper could be happy. Like,
She was dead to me.
yeah, this is, no.
Yeah.
Nah.
Let's not spill any beer over this one.
No. Ha. Ha. Ha.
You guys, you see what happened there?
you spill
with
your
the thing?
beer?
I did not spill my beer. However,
was so good.
thank you. It is time to refill my beer, though,
Oof.
because it's time for the beer break.
Ooh.
So today we are drinking a very special beer that we have brought down from Traverse City all the way down to Jenison. It traveled with us like a
thing that travels?
Like a suitcase,
fragile parcel.
Like a envelope.
No, like a fragile parcel.
It
that
was
we had to
easier
keep
this
safe.
year because we didn't have the motorcycle.
Exactly.
We had our Jeep, so we were golden.
Oh,
Yes.
you
Yeah.
have storage.
Yes.
Yeah, lots of it.
Yes. So it came down with us. It was fine. It tasted delicious, just like it did the last time we were up there. They also
Yeah.
had Village Porter. So it was one of the first beers that we tried when we sat down. We went there twice while we were up there in just like 2 days.
You're talking about Earth and Ales Brewery.
Earth and Ales, yes. They have a brewery that is right inside of the Grand Traverse City Commons. What is
The Village.
The Village at Traverse Commons?
There you go.
Something like that.
That's wordy. That's
it's
wordy.
It's something along those lines.
That's
the Village
little...
at Grand Traverse Commons.
Yeah, the Village at Grand Traverse
That's
Commons.
what it's called.
That's fucking
yes.
wordy.
It's fucking wordy, but it's beautiful. And they have a little brewery out in one of the little outbuildings. And it's very homey and comfortable in there. The people are very friendly. And I love it there. This beer is a coffee chocolate tasting porter.
So good.
And it is such a smooth, easy drinker. It is a 6% beer. And I just can't rave about it enough. They have a couple of other ones that kind of rotate out. I tried a mango habanero beer.
Yeah. That flavor combo's been popping up a lot, and it's not one I ever thought I would find in beer.
Well, and I was scared, but she was like, it's just very light. So she, like, the habanero isn't that big of a bite. I drank it. I liked it. And then I got the peach habanero in smoked bourbon barrels. It was smoke in the orchard, and oh my Lanta. There was just like a hint of habanero in the end. It was so good.
Well,
so good.
I think the question is, Jade, at this point, everyone's wondering,
Are
of
they?
Oh yeah, out of 10 coffee and chocolates, how many coffee?
Out of 10 villages.
Out of 10 words, how many words would you give this beer?
I don't like the thing you said, but I'm gonna say it's probably like a 8.5 or a 9 on words. I don't like.
That's high.
I'm gonna give this one an 8. Okay. Solid 8.
So I'm gonna give it a 7, but it's because it's two scores. This is not a beer I could drink at any time, any day. Like,
oh, right.
Not a good river beer.
No.
Like, so I'm saying, like, in half the times, like, because I like golf, so I like that kind of stuff, I'm not drinking that. I'm not drinking this when I do that.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like in those situations, it's like a 5. But yeah, like, morning, like, I want a little extra instead of just coffee. Cold, wintry.
Yeah. When you want to keep warm.
This is a 9. So I'm averaging it out to a 7.
Okay.
That's why he likes IPAs, because he's just like, I need a golf beer.
Give me them hops.
Weirdo. Anyways, I love this beer, and if you are ever in the Traverse City area, you should stop into Earth and Ales. I strongly recommend.
Yeah, I cheers to that.
Cheersies! And we'll be back right after this.
And we are back with the taking way too long escape of Janet for the remainder of Chapter 53 of Temple of the Winds.
Yeah, now that we're back, like, let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
We need to go. We need to go now.
If anyone ever tried to stall my escape, I would leave them at this point. Like,
you'd be gone in a heartbeat.
We're done.
You don't want to like line up and be like, all right, guys, now when I say the word that spells G-O, you can go.
If you didn't get with the program by now, we're done. We're done here.
Yeah. This shit is timed.
Yeah,
like, we can't just stay here and wait for you to make up your mind.
Let me clarify. When I say we need to go, I mean me and Warren. We're going to go.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Janet, we will
Bye,
AIS
Felicia.
you.
Yep, ass in C. If
That's
you're
right.
not coming, it's, yeah. Well, I don't care. I don't care.
This car is leaving this driveway in 10 minutes, whether you're there or not.
I don't care.
That's exactly what it is.
Bye, Felicia.
Well, even though they are in a desperate need to get the fuck out of there, I don't know what you two are doing. Janet then wants to ask about Sister Amelia.
Don't give a
Yes, because we have time.
Yeah, exactly. I just explained to you, Janet, that we had to leave, did I not?
God damn it, Janet.
Okay. Verna says that she's a Sister of the Dark.
Sister of the Dark, not a problem.
They're
Bye.
not here to save her. But Janet says that she's not anymore. Which, by the way, she doesn't actually explain herself. She's just like, no longer. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's like, not anymore. What?
Yeah.
Like, okay, we need to go, but also, that's going to be the topic while we're leaving. I need to know what you just... What?
While we're leaving.
Talk and walk, bitch.
Well, she explains that she was sent by Jagang on a mission involving magic. Surprise. In order to accomplish her task while she was on that mission, she was forced to betray the Keeper.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, then ever since then, she's been kissing a ring finger again and praying to the Creator. So it's legit. She can't be a Sister of the Dark.
Okay.
She's doing the ring kiss thing.
Okay, great. Okay. So let me get this straight. She was forced to give up her allegiance to the Keeper. So she didn't choose to. That's something she was forced
Correct.
to do. And now that she's left without the Keeper, who she wanted, who she chose to be in cahoots with, now she's turning back to the Creator with her sloppy ass seconds. Oh, and I should feel bad for her and take her back with me because Jagang forced her to turn away from her evil master who wanted to kill us all.
I mean, you're not far off from where I was coming from. I was like, but this was all still part of Jagang's plan, right? The whole she left the Keeper was something Jagang put into motion.
Yeah. Hunter?
So yes, no, we're still not going to trust her.
Don't care. Yeah. Tough luck for Amelia. She chose the wrong team.
Sorry. I mean,
Janet.
yeah.
What are you not getting about this?
I'm picturing the Creator as like up on top of some porch steps and Amelia's down at the bottom like, please just take me back one more time. He's like, no, I told you the last time. If you left for good.
You left for good.
Come on, Creator, just let me back.
Nope. That's what I like. You know what? That's the thing. Verna is not the Creator. Okay? Creator does not have to judge. The Creator could accept her back with loving arms as much as he goddamn feels like it. Verna doesn't have to save her ass, though.
That's
okay?
true.
I don't need to risk my life and your life and his life for her dumb ass. No, Janet. Either you come with me or you stay here in the tents with Amelia. That's your goddamn choice. That's what I'm standing at.
Well, Verna asks if Janet is absolutely sure that she isn't secretly kissing another finger.
Doesn't matter.
And Janet says that she's positive. She sits right next to her and watches while she cries and begs the Creator's forgiveness.
I hope he laughs at her.
Oh, man. Janet kisses her own ring finger to show that she is telling the truth.
Okay.
They want to know what Amelia is asking forgiveness for, but Janet can't say. Anytime she brings it up, Amelia just goes crazy.
Yeah, okay. So why does that make you want to save her ass?
I think the point, Jade, is that Amelia is asking for forgiveness and kissing the ring finger. So that means she's not a Sister of the Dark. She may have done some bad things before, but she's trying to turn it around. And there's mediocre proof of this. And in a book which is, the theme is about forgiveness.
I hear what you're saying, okay? I hear what you're saying.
I hear what you're not wrong.
I'm just saying.
You are not wrong.
If you throw in with like a mass murderer and you're like, fuck yeah, kill everyone, let's do it. And then somebody else is like, hey, no, I'm going to force you to say fuck him and do this other thing. And then you start crying and you're like, oh no.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I can't go back to my original person because he says fuck you to me now.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I think it's one of
you're
those
a bad
things
person.
where if you murder people and then to a point where you repent and you're like, okay, you're paying your due to society because you're in a prison. We're still not going to let you out. Like, you're still guilty. You still did all the stuff. even if you're like same team now and you won't do any more, I still feel like that's not something we're going to forget.
Yeah, she still sucked the
Right.
gift out of a male wizard.
Right.
Yeah, she still skinned some dude probably.
And she didn't do that. She had the other kid do it.
Well,
I'm just saying.
I only have one question at this point, and it's, Jade, can you tell us how you really feel?
I can keep going if you'd like. I don't think Nate wants. I think Nate wants to keep moving though.
We can move on.
All right.
Janet says that she will not leave without Amelia. Verna hates the thought of leaving her if she actually has come back to the light. They had been friends for 150 years.
Verna's body and her mind is getting a little too soft. The body part was mean. I shouldn't have said that.
Verna, you're getting real soft, especially around that middle part there.
I shouldn't have said that.
Mostly mentally.
Yeah.
Now, you may be right, but here it says that Verna also has to consider the oath she gave as the prelate. She has to protect the Sisters of the Light no matter what.
I think
No matter what, Jade.
you don't get to automatically become a Sister of the Light again, though, after you become a Sister of the Dark, right?
Yeah, no, she was a Sister of the Light.
That's kind of where I was at with it. Like, no,
Yeah.
I'm trying to play devil's advocate. I'm not as good as Aaron, but like,
Someone
yes,
clip that. Someone
she
clip
is
that
right.
and send it to me. He's finally said the words.
but at the same time, you're 100% right. She was a Sister of the Light, became a Sister of the Dark, and then like if you get kicked out of a motorcycle club and you join another motorcycle club and then you get kicked out of that one, you're not just automatically back in.
Yeah, you're not full-fledged
You know what I
member
mean?
again.
Yeah.
What was her name? Pasha. Pasha wasn't even a full sister,
No,
right?
she was like a trainee
and
for
she
a while.
kept getting like knocked, and even Verna kept getting knocked back down from like
Yeah.
full sister to whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So I don't think that you just get to waltz back into being a sister after that.
No, that is a good point. But it is showing that Verna is a compassionate person.
That's good for Verna.
Well, Janet goes on to say that they have to call Jagang Your Excellency. And if they displease him, they have to serve a week in the tents.
Verna, you don't understand. You remember all those horrible things that I said you wouldn't be able to even comprehend to think about what he does to us? He makes us call him Your Excellency. That's the pinnacle of it.
Hey.
Like, this felt like, and here's the final nail in the coffin
Oh,
on how
yeah.
bad he is to us. We have to call him Sir.
No, the tents. I think the tents was supposed to be the bad part.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, like,
Yeah.
the excellency thing should have opened.
Yeah.
That shouldn't
Yeah.
have been the
Yeah,
penultimate thing. Okay,
Yeah.
let's just prioritize a little bit better here, Janet.
But also, tents are coming with me. Make your choice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because we gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
Warren, at this point, Warren is like, Verna. He doesn't say anything else. He literally just says her name. But
Yeah.
that's what was behind it. This is not a fucking discussion anymore, okay?
Yeah.
Either she's coming or she's not.
Yeah.
We tried.
There's no
Yeah.
tea. Let's go.
This is like when you're trying to leave a party, right? And your spouse keeps talking to somebody, and you're like, no, we have to fucking go. Like, you have somewhere else that you're trying to get to, and your spouse is just like, I got friends I haven't seen in 10 years. I'm trying to say goodbye to. It's going to take forever. And you're like, I told my mom I was going to be there a half an hour ago.
Bitch, I've Houdini'd out of this place 4 times
Yeah.
already.
Yeah. What the fuck
Come
are you
on.
doing? And she's like, that's a really cool piece of jewelry. Where'd you get that? Oh my gosh.
Speaking of jewelry.
But Verna waves Warren off because she sees the gold ring in Janet's lip.
Well, and like Verna's been saying, we have plenty of time. So, let's talk.
Right.
Yeah.
She explains that they are passed between the men. They go from tent to tent, and the men can do anything that they want with them except kill them. And that is where Amelia is right now. If she gets back and Janet's gone, she's going to lose her fucking mind, right? Because she's essentially being tortured right now.
And we're about to find out that Janet is the only thing she has.
Yeah. She goes on to say that they're not allowed to heal anything but broken bones. And look, we're talking about repeated rape. pretty much over and over and over.
Perhaps some
So
sodomy.
Yes, probably a lot of sodomy. So she may have some broken bones, but that is by far not the only thing that's going to be in probably excruciating pain.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing they are allowed to fix. And the Sisters of the Dark won't go near her, right? Because she's a fucking traitor. And the Sisters of the Light won't forgive her for becoming a Sister of the Dark.
Yeah, a traitor.
A traitor, exactly. She's a traitor all the way around. And Janet is the only person who said, you know what? I forgive you. You're still human, even if you did some bad shit. And nobody deserves what's happened. Look, even if you're a bad person, no one deserves this.
I agree with that. Okay, I agree with that.
Prison is one thing. Execution is another thing.
I know
Prolonged
why.
torture is never good.
I know why Jade has an issue with Janet. Because Janet, right now, in this whole scenario, she's Batman.
Oh my God.
She will always believe that you can
That's
become,
true.
you can get redeemed. That's what Janet's doing right now. She's Batmaning.
A lot has just started to make sense.
Yeah, probably. Because I don't know. Yeah, you're choosing. You're only being good because that's the only option you have left.
Yeah, and she's Batmaning right now by saying that she cannot leave her. She
Nope.
will not leave her. It's not an option.
Well, then you're choosing to stay here and endure what she's enduring with her.
That's
right?
true.
Like, I get Verna's being nice, and she's like, I want to save you both because I'm a good person. But, like, realistically, okay, this is a dangerous mission behind enemy lines. Ain't no fucking way that that we're gonna be like, all right, we'll come back and regroup and
Get who you can and get out.
yeah.
Get
Right.
who you can and get out.
Well, Verna's voice breaks as she asks how Janet endures it. And Janet says, we have sisters to look out for, so we have to endure it.
Oof. Kind of really proving a point there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warren and Verna share a long and meaningful look. And then Verna asks if she knows where they can find Amelia. But Janet doesn't know. The camp is huge, so she could literally be miles away. And if she did try to find her, she'd only last a minute before being pulled into a tent herself. So that's not really an effective way to go about looking. You can't also, this lovely little detail, you can't follow the screams, right? Because they're everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are
Jesus.
surrounded by screams all the time.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
not that it wasn't bad before, but for whatever reason, that did make it worse.
Yeah, it did. When I started thinking about it, because I was like, well, you might have a reasonable idea of where. No, because then you get pulled into a tent, and then when it comes with the screams, I don't know exactly what an army camp is like, but I figure, tent after tent after tent, and literally any fucking direction you can see. So you can't necessarily see everything that's happening,
Yeah.
but you can hear it.
Oh, yeah.
And furthermore, you can't really tell where it's coming from because you are totally surrounded by it. And I think that would drive me fucking nuts.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think anybody could, like, even if you're one of the soldiers there, that can't be fucking easy to listen to. You're like, ha ha ha, that human being is in a lot of pain now.
You're in a lose-lose because it either affects you, and that sucks, or it stops affecting you, and that sucks.
That also sucks.
Or it affects you and you're a psychopath.
Yeah.
I just as Janet is like doing this, I'm just I felt for her, but I was also frustrated because I was like, okay, Janet, we're trying to escape. Okay, Janet, you don't want to leave without Amelia. Okay, where's Amelia? You don't know how to get him.
Give me one thing.
Okay,
Janet,
Yeah.
give me one fucking
Yeah.
crumb here.
so we're not doing this then.
Yeah. No, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we gotta go.
Yeah.
Well, Janet tells them that Amelia will be back in 5 days, but she's not going to be able to walk for another day or two after that. So at least a week until Amelia is able to leave at all. Able to walk. Verna points out that she can heal her completely, right? There's nothing saying that Verna can't heal anybody.
Oh, yeah. Well, like we've already proven, she's not under threat to Jagang right now.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, Janet has also given the devotion, so technically Janet could do it too.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was weird that she's like, there's no rule saying that I can't heal. Who gives a fuck if there's a rule? Just heal the person.
Yeah.
Just heal the person. We're not worried. We all know Jagang is the bad guy.
Yeah.
So let's not be like, "Ooh, I don't know, break his rule." It's probably a fine rule to break, I'm guessing.
Yeah, the whole thing is a little bit strange. We're doing this. Okay, 5 days. We're gonna go hang out for 5 days.
We need to leave sometime between right now and 5 days, 7 days from now.
Yeah.
No, no arguments.
Keep pushing it back. Oh, it's so frustrating. I don't know if I mentioned this before. Verna points out that she can heal her completely, not just broken bones, so she's able to walk. She can make her like whole again, 100%, ready to go.
If Janet's given the devotion at this point, she would be able to as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we're saying. It does go into this a little bit. Actually, it's right here in the next note. So we will get to this.
Okay.
Verna points out, I already said that. Duh. Anyways, so they have a plan, right? They'll come back in 5 days, and then they will escape with Amelia too. There's just one problem. If Jagang can't enter Janet's mind, he will know something's up. And since she already gave her oath, she can't take it back, or then it would be meaningless.
Well, and it's, it kind of goes to the point, too, of like, hey, what is our first thing we have to do once we get in there and we get our hands on Janet? We need to fucking go.
Yeah.
Give the devotion on the way out the camp. We need to go now.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's the thing, is Janet this whole time has not realized this is not a conversation they're trying to have. They're trying to just, the door's open. Why aren't we walking right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And especially, okay, here's the thing. I get why they didn't leave before the devotion was given, right? Because right now the devotion's given, she's protected.
Well, like, give the devotion on the way.
Yeah, I that's what I'm saying. Jagang is in her brain before she gives the devotion. So if they're like, hey, we're escaping, and Jagang's in there, then...
Well, yeah, but he'd also be in there when she's doing the devotion, too.
That's true.
So, like,
that's true.
If he's in there, he's in there.
And she'd be able to... Well, I don't know if he could prevent her from doing it.
I think he could come in or out. Like, he's not in there currently, or she would know, probably.
He's not like the Sliff. He is not long enough to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Right. I guess that, he has to focus on her to be able to be in her brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
that
not
makes sense.
like how you just discovered you can Chromecast to 2 TVs at once. Jagang cannot do that.
Oh.
He'd probably have to have a reason to go into Janet's brain right now.
So, what's the plan here? She's going to be careful. That's the plan. And you're right, Seeker. That's not a good plan at all. But it is the only one she has. On top of that, this is what we were talking about just a moment ago. She can't use her gift because Jagang controls everyone with magic here. If she uses her gift, they're going to know.
Yeah.
And so once she does that, everybody that's under Jagang's control is automatically going to probably turn and then immediately try to destroy her.
Mm-hmm.
Because he can, like, control a bunch of people at once.
Yes.
Which is terrifying.
Yeah.
But I think he has to focus on it.
Yeah.
It's not a ambient ability.
Yeah, he's not, what is it, omniscient, where he's like in all heads at the same time. He's not Legion, but he's able to get in there and control one or more people. He just has to be focused on
I think part of it is just he's in control of the army, so if they all knew that she was not one of them, they would all come after her.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So Verna asks if Janet is 100% sure that she wants to do this, and she says she is. She thinks if it's possible for Amelia to come back to the light, then she might be able to teach them how to get other sisters back as well.
That's a good point.
That is a very good point.
That's a good point.
Verna hadn't thought of that either. She's like, oh shit. Yeah, if we could reverse this is best case scenario.
I mean, Amelia was forced to. But great point.
I think that she might have been forced to, but what we don't know yet, because we haven't seen Amelia, is really what her thoughts are on it, right?
It's going to be this. We're going to give you the freedom, and you're going to enjoy it, okay?
Yeah.
We are going to give you freedom, and you will enjoy it. That's what they're going to do. They're going to be like, hey, you're out from Jagang. Deal with it.
Well,
Yeah.
I just have... we'll finish. We'll finish the notes, and then I'll bring my points.
Okay. Warren seems to be at his limit for holding the spell in place, right? It has to be now. There is no more time left. Janet hugs Warren, kisses Verna's cheek, telling him all that all she has to do is stay out of Jagang's sight for a week. Just a week. 5 fucking days. Not even a week. There are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people here in camp. Should be able to manage that. I think I'll be okay. What Verna and Warren should do is they should wait until the guard change, right? After the sun goes down, and then Verna can use her gift to silence the guards and wait for Janet and Amelia to arrive.
So I
sometime
do this
in the
thing
night.
again.
Right. We're like, no, next time, you're coming to us.
Yeah.
We'll set up the exit, and then when you don't show and the next guards show up, like, we have to leave. There is no time extension. Janet gives Verna another quick hug and tells her to hurry and get the fuck out of here, which is what they've wanted to do the entire chapter.
Mm-hmm.
As Warren grabs Verna's arm and pulls her out of the door. Warren didn't wait. I feel like he didn't even hear that. Now hurry and get out of here. He was already out of the door.
Well, yeah,
like, come on, Verna.
He's been like, I told you to stop before we even started talking about our lip ring. So come on, let's fucking go.
Well, that is the end of this chapter.
Okay, so I just wanted to point out that we are, although we're talking a lot about Amelia, we're not talking about how she's going to feel about wanting to, like, okay, maybe she's not a Sister of the Dark anymore. Does that mean she wants to go to Richard's camp and be part of all of that and do the devotion?
That's what I'm saying.
Potentially, but maybe not.
That actually brings up a question of mine. Didn't we see a conversation? Wasn't Amelia involved in a conversation about flipping sides and doing the betrayal thing and how that they're not technically working for the Keeper? Can you help me out? Didn't they make a deal with Richard? Or a deal with fucking somebody? So
Amelia is the one, and this was my second thing that I was going to bring up, is that Amelia is the particular sister in the dark that was put in a double bind and forced to walk the path of the betrayer.
Right.
So she had to betray the Keeper. In order to do that, she had to have Jagangs' mission as her sole mission, so she could go in there and take out the plague, and then put it upon the world, right? So, here's the thing. She might be all for going to be part of Richard's new world, right? How's Richard and Kaylin going to
feel about that?
Receive the person
who
went around and spread the plague to all the children of the new world, even if she was being forced.
Yeah, we just had the chapter where they were at the Anderson home.
Yeah. Like, it is very clearly affecting all of them.
Thank you, Puck.
Yeah, you guys thought we were almost going to have a no Puck episode.
Almost. You got me.
Not quite. But yeah, so I was just thinking about how she's going to feel about facing those people, and then how Richard himself is going to feel about receiving her, and all of that. Like,
no, I'm sure it'll boil down to them having a totally okay conversation over a nice cup of tea, and no one raises their voice. I'm sure that'll be
not
sure.
even a little bit.
I'm sure.
I'm sure that's going to be what happens.
Yeah.
They'll just and they'll find out they just agree. They already were agreeing on it.
Same team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Seeker. That is going to do it for us for today. But we appreciate every single one of you for listening. I would also like to remind you that if you wanted to let us know what you thought about this chapter or this episode, you can write in your journey books to podcastatt@gmail.com or follow us on any of our social medias. If you really enjoyed this episode or this show and felt the need to support us, you can do that over on patreon.com/podcastatt, where you can make a pledge of any amount. Leave us a 5-star rating and an honest review. We would much appreciate that. It helps other people find this show, and it helps us grow, which is something that we want to do so we can make better episodes for you.
Show and grow.
All right.
Nope.
Thank you
touching
very
that
much
one.
for listening, and we will see you real soon.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I know you said we have to go, but I did want to talk to you about my analysis
Nope, I'm leaving.
of the
I'm
novel
leaving. Goodbye.
War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. So, in the beginning,